I'm just looking to become more of a leader and develop myself to get to the level I want to be at. I want to develop a better motor and want to get stronger and just become a better person in general.
Whenever we get back home from a long day at work, all we want to do is relax on the comfortable seat, sipping on some cold beer and watching the NBA playoffs. It gets way more interesting when our favorite players are on the court, showing off some sleek moves against the opponents. Yes, we are talking about the NBA Titan LeBron James and Shaquille O'Neal, the undisputed. We really had some great times watching O'Neal dust off the opponents. Some great days those were.
Here's O'Neal.
But time goes by so fast, and our best of the best players are hanging their jerseys on the wall to take a rest from the basketball world. Shaquille O'Neal already did, and we all know that LeBron will be following a few years from now.
The inbounds, that's his first three-pointer of the night. How about this as a follow-up?
Quite sad, we know, but don't lose hope yet, because legends have groomed their sons to keep the fire burning, to hold their banners. With LeBron handing the torch to his son LeBron James Jr, or as you know him, Bronny, and O'Neal leaving it to his progeny Shareef O'Neal, the sport will never cease to entertain. Still, the bigger question is who will best the other in a one-on-one match. Keep watching to find out. Before we get to the head-to-head game, let's take a look at how good the sons of the basketball legends are. Shareef O'Neal. Starting with the son of the Hall of Famer Shaquille O'Neal, Shareef O'Neal is nothing short of a product of good genes. Shareef is one of the best college prospects in the country. Still young in the sport, he has had impressive runs and a fantastic combination of size, athleticism, and skill. Being a son of an NBA Hall of Famer, we sure have expectations from him. Shareef O'Neal, born January 11, 2000 in Los Angeles, is the son of former National Basketball Association players Shaquille O'Neal and Shawnee O'Neal. Despite his father's basketball fame, Shareef grew up with no interest in the game and preferred skateboarding. His passion for basketball developed after he had a disappointing performance at a middle school amateur athletic union game and was motivated to prove everybody wrong on the court. At 13 years of age, most people can't dunk a basketball, but that's exactly what Shareef was doing. It shouldn't be a surprise considering his 6'10" frame and the fact his dad was one of the most potent dunkers of all time.
Bowie for O'Neal, that's a man's jam!
Nevertheless, it's still an impressive feat, given the average 13-year-old can't even jump and touch the rim. Shareef O'Neal looks to have a similar impact his father had at college and NBA level, although it'll be hard, if not impossible, to best his father. Early signs aren't as promising, given he averaged only 2.2 points and 2.9 rebounds per game in 13 games at UCLA last season. Still, the 21-year-old has already overcome several obstacles, and now finally seems ready to become the player many expect he could be.
And got it cut and came back to practice.
He kicked him out of practice. His hair was too long.
Shareef O'Neal with a follow in UCLA back within 11.
Shareef is good for a college student, but can he actually follow his father's legacy and become one of the upcoming great big players? Obviously, it's too early to tell, but Shaq strongly believes in his son and thinks Shareef is better. Shareef is a high-level power forward prospect who displays excellent athleticism and an emerging offensive game. Despite being young and not yet consistent, he shows promise of what he can become. If he puts it all together, let's hope he does, we believe he'll have a long NBA career. Even though Shareef appears to be a power forward, he exhibits some wing traits and is developing good perimeter skills, such as an improved handle and expanded range on his jumper. He also has a precise release on his shot and can hit out to college three. In addition, he shoots from a high spot with explicit rhythm and excellent form. Moreover, Shareef is a coordinated athlete with good strength and a great build. He runs the court well and has exceptional leaping abilities, allowing him to make plays above the rim. The young O'Neal is a high-level dunker with a lovely touch around the basket. He also has excellent timing as a weak side shot blocker and a jaw-dropping length and leaping ability on the defensive end. What's more impressive is his ability to play on the wing at his size, and he will be a load to handle if he continues to develop his ball skills. But enough of Shareef O'Neal. Let's talk about the son of the basketball titan LeBron James. LeBron James Jr, Bronny.
Bronny James looking like his daddy.
In the James family, the apple clearly doesn't fall far from the tree. LeBron's son Bronny has managed to secure scholarship offers from major schools like Duke and Kentucky while still young in the basketball sport. Let's see how he matches up to Shareef.
Oh,
the deflection and the steal by Bronny James, and the finger roll off the glass.
Just a year younger than his father's career, Bronny was born on October 6, 2004. He has a significant following on Instagram and several connections with potential sponsors. Bronny was ranked at the 24th position in ESPN's June 2020 rankings, with DJ Wagner and Mickey Williams at the top of the rankings. Quite a good achievement considering he is the 24th best prospect in the country. At 24th in the rankings, Bronny can be in the first round pick at the moment. While some fans claim that Bronny has become complacent with his father's slogan, "Strive for greatness," we do believe that this is not the case, but we do agree that he is not there yet. Coming to think about it, not even LeBron started his career at the top of the rankings. Do you think he will be able to match his father's achievements in the NBA sport? It's pretty hard to believe that, but as it is said, no human is limited. In fact, we believe that Bronny faces good odds in beating his father's records. Still a teenager, Bronny might not yet have the professional body, but we know he will get there with time and training. While in high school, LeBron weighed 200 pounds and was standing 6'6" tall. On the other hand, Bronny measures 6'2" and 176 pounds on the scale.
Here's Bronny James for three. You mentioned it, when he gets his feet set, it's usually good.
Still, the legend's son seems to have faced more challenging competitors. He was playing against Sarah, one of the most competitive schools in their county. He's also faced Meriday, a school with NBA prospects of their own. LeBron couldn't play such competitive games at his age, mostly because his high school wasn't well recognized, and he wasn't even among the top players in his school. At his age, Bronny has in-court skills that his dad had not yet mastered at his time and age.
BJ with the throwdown. Look at the vision. The execution. Pinpoint. Beautiful.
Bronny can dunk and perform ball skills that LeBron only mastered in junior year. At the age of 15, his dad dominated the courts, maybe because he had not yet met more formidable competitors.
Junior, that's beautiful. He's going in deep. Once he gets the ball in that deep, he's automatic.
His build and frame made other players look like kids, just to imagine that he even got bigger. As a freshman, Bronny has shown skills past his father's freshman abilities. In fact, we believe LeBron Jr. can rank higher than the 24th position. Even though his dad was a good dunker, he was a little crafty in the air, but his son is relatively smooth and precise on his dunks. Whether Bronny is better than his dad at the same age remains unanswered, but be rest assured that he's not that far off. I mean, he plays the point guard position. That's really good for a prospect, don't you think? And to add to that, he has been able to draw one of the biggest names in the music world to one of his playoffs. If that isn't an accomplishment of his own, then we stand corrected. See you in the next video, and goodbye.